Morning guys, welcome back to another video here at Gym Carlos UK. I hope you're all well. Just out getting in my steps this morning. So important to obviously get your steps in, keep your exercise going, try and keep yourself motivated, as difficult as it is at the moment. I suffer from lack of motivation myself from time to time, I must admit. Excuse the noise for a minute, I'm actually right alongside airport. Yeah, anyway, so yeah, motivation. Obviously I've suffered from lack of motivation over the last since lockdown started, basically. I get my workouts in, but sometimes it seems like a bit of a slog, but you just need to do it. But yeah, it's cold, it's bloody freezing out here this morning.
A few moments later.
Forgot the gloves, and I'm starting to regret that now. So if I suddenly drop the camera on the floor in a minute, it's not a fancy editing technique, it's because my hands are frozen. But anyway, so getting on with today's video. So before we get started guys with the video today, if you can drop this video a like, subscribe as always, and help me out with the YouTube algorithm. Comment how your training's going at the moment. You know, are you suffering from this severe lack of motivation going on with the lockdown? Drop your comments below guys, always nice to hear from you all. So, topic today, news updates basically on the gyms, etc. What's going to happen with the apparent release of lockdown next week. Well, according to what's been saying this morning or last night, is that gyms will reopen next Thursday, I think it is, Wednesday, Thursday when it's released. I think it ends on the 2nd. So yeah, gyms are going to reopen, which is fantastic news for everyone involved, everyone in the fitness industry, obviously PTs, etc. that are unfortunately going to be out of suffering with furlough, etc. at the moment. So yeah, it's great news all round really. Good for yourself and mental health, etc. Gyms should never have really been shut in the first place. Not sure what the new tier system is going to include and how that's going to affect the gyms. Obviously, got to say Tony Blair, Boris is going to announce a new three-tier system, which is going to involve gyms. Obviously, there's talk of them. If you're in a tier 3, which is obviously going to be the highest level, there's talk of them still going to be remaining open, which is again great news for everyone. It could be possibly down to local authorities in your area on if they would prefer to have them shut or not. But I think generally if they've got any brains up there, then they should just keep them open, because I don't think these people realise exactly what effects the gym shutting has on people. I'm not just speaking from my point of view, from someone who's a gym freak, and I love spending the majority of my time in a gym. But just as I say, health and fitness is a massive thing at the moment. So many people this year have been affected by it. So it'd be good just to get the gyms back open. The main thing that really concerns me is what's going to happen after the Christmas period. Talking about this 5 days of of relaxing everything over the Christmas period, but what's the consequences of that going to be? Does it mean we're all going to go bugger off into lockdown again in January for the month? Let's face it, this year's been a fucking disaster and an absolute, the worst year ever, I should think, for a lot of people. But yeah, do we really want to start 2021 in the same vein as this year's been? Will that mean that gyms are going to close again in January? It's something that really needs to be addressed, I think. There's been numerous petitions put out there by people to get gyms to have stayed open during this lockdown, but didn't get anywhere. It had one of the lowest areas of any sort of infection actually in the gym, despite what people were initially saying, because of the sweaty surroundings, etc. But that thing on its own goes to prove that it's not a dangerous place to be during this pandemic, and that they should have kept them open all along, really. If only I could go in there right now for a nice warm cuppa. Would go down a treat. I'm so bloody cold, it's unreal. I've also got, you know, a very thin fleece with no t-shirt on as well, so what a spud. You know, there's only just over a week to go. Hopefully, fingers crossed, which will be made clear later on, so just keep your motivation up. I'm sure, you know, they keep saying that now that we've got this vaccine out that things are going to return to normal by the spring. All we can do is keep your fingers crossed, get everything back to normal, keep smashing your goals, guys, that's the main thing. Just keep yourself as motivated as possible. Get the steps in, like I said. If you can't, I know it's difficult to work out from home because people haven't got the equipment or the facilities, but you know, do what you can, guys. Like I said, there's not long left now, fingers crossed, and this time the gyms will actually stay open, which would be a great thing. But yeah, get the steps in, get your exercise going. So I keep repeating myself, but you know, that's the most important thing to do. Sorry, I keep changing hands. I think my hands are starting to go blue. There's a lot of people that are against the gyms, but there's a hell of a lot more people that need them. You know, not just for general fitness, but also just, you know, you keep pushing it out there. But mental health is such a big thing this year. Bigger, you know, it's never been as big as it is right now. But yeah, that's about it, guys, really. Just a short video today, just to bring you the news in case you haven't seen it regarding the gyms. Hope you all keep safe and well. Give this video a like, subscribe to the channel. More videos and good content coming soon. Not good content, damn great content, so make sure you subscribe to check it all out.
5 hours later.
So just an update, guys. Since I filmed my initial video this morning, Boris has literally just announced that gyms in fact will reopen when the lockdown ends on the 2nd of December. So fantastic news all around. And also, as I discussed earlier, the new 3-tiered system will also include gyms to be open, whether it's, you know, the medium, low, medium or high rate. So again, fantastic news. Just the news we needed. Let's hope and pray that this time they won't close and everyone can just, you know, use the gyms for the fitness and mental health thing. It's such big news, this. So anyway, guys, yeah, just wanted to give you a quick update at the end of this video here. Take care, subscribe, like the video, and I'll see you all very soon.
It's